That point where you make up your mind is where your life changes. That's where failure changes to success. It is your decision, not your condition, that determines your destiny. I promise you, where you're getting your best results will always lean towards your unique ability. Ultimately, what you focus on will define your identity. It will move from, I can't do this, I don't have this, to I am not this. It doesn't take long for, I don't have money, to become, I am poor. What you focus on ultimately will shape your sense of identity, because what you believe is what you become.
Whenever Dr. Sam speaks, your mind is going to be blown. Nothing less than what he always delivers.
He still doesn't run out of inspiration. Every time you listen to him, you are still inspired.
He's been doing this over many years. It's like he doesn't age doing it.
Just by mere meeting him, he has shifted my capacity.
Energetic, engaging, and filled with a lot of revelation and information that can change your life and move us from where we are now to the next level. Dr. Sam Adeyemi is the real deal.
It is when we find ourselves in very difficult circumstances, impossible circumstances, that actually is when our best potentials are released. We're tougher than the tough times. When we all live here, we want a scenario where we are able to shift things on a mass scale. A big thank you to Mr. Olajide for sharing and pouring out his heart today. Please, let's appreciate him. Dr. Nike is a born communicator. Amazing, amazing delivery. Thank you. There's an emotional dimension to change, right? Value shifts threaten identity. Thank you for listening to me, and thank you for attending the Shift Conference 2026. When we all live here, we want a scenario where we are able to shift things on a mass scale. A big thank you to Mr. Olajide for sharing and pouring out his heart today. Please, let's appreciate him. Dr. Nike is a born communicator. Amazing, amazing delivery. Thank you. There's an emotional dimension to change, right? Value shifts threaten identity. Thank you for listening to me, and thank you for attending the Shift Conference 2026. That point where you make up your mind is where your life changes. That's where failure changes to success. It is your decision, not your condition, that determines your destiny. I promise you, where you're getting your best results will always lean towards your unique ability. Ultimately, what you focus on will define your identity. It will move from I can't do this, I don't have this, to I am not this. It doesn't take long for I don't have money to become I am poor. What you focus on ultimately will shape your sense of identity, because what you believe is what you become.
Whenever Dr. Sam speaks, your mind is going to be blown. Nothing less than what he always delivers.
He still doesn't run out of inspiration. Every time you listen to him, you're still inspired.
He's been doing this over many years. It's like he doesn't age doing it.
Just by mere meeting him, he has shifted my capacity.
Energetic, engaging, and filled with a lot of revelation and information that can change your life and move us from where we are now to the next level. Dr. Sam Adeyemi is the real deal.
It is when we find ourselves in very difficult circumstances, impossible circumstances, that actually is when our best potentials are released. We're tougher than the tough times.
The first thing I want to say is the name is The Real Experience Shift.
The quality of attendees per square meter is amazing. Conferences help show you your blind spots. And I think you never get to that point where you know it all. The minute you stop growing, then you're stagnating. And because life is dynamic, so once you stagnate, next is that you begin to regress. The only way you can recalibrate, the only way you can be with others to help see your blind spot is conferences like this.
Amazing thing is it is worth it, because any platform that gives you the opportunity to collaborate, to network, to meet not just people, but in influential quality, high quality people who you're most likely going to meet, people who has like passion, like vision. These are people who want to change in the country. So it's just the right place.
Okay, so I brought my wife because number one, my wife is my business partner, and we run our business together. So I brought her because also when Pastor Sam was talking, he mentioned that one place that we need to look at in the institutionalization of the change is family. So, and bringing my wife just makes us be on the same level, on the same page, such that this value that we want to change or create can be faster.
And then Pastor Sam said something: your people cannot become what they do not see. And I wanted them to be in the same room so they could see what I see, they can hear, so that their values can shift.
There's an impression people have about the civil service, and people like us are there to change the mindset that people have about us. So why are we here? So that when we get what we get here, we go and impact our people in the civil service. At the end of the day, everybody will be together and will move the nation forward. And you know, without government, really, nothing can be done. And so the government has to partner with people like Pastor Sam Adeyemi to continue to move the nation forward.
Hello, hello everyone, and thank you for joining us today on our Leadership Live. How is it going with you? Okay, good to be back here. How many people were at the Shift conference, either on site or online? And how was it? Oh, wow, thank you. The first comment I'm reading today is a compliment. I am very happy to be connected with Sam Adeyemi. His ingredients in the soup of my life is of the most suitable flavor. Wow, you sure know how to string words together. That's so beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Feedback is the food of champions, they say. So really, really appreciate this. A special welcome to everyone who is joining us for the first time on this Leadership Live. This is the place where our global community global community of leaders comes together once in a while to sharpen our skills, leadership skills, our influence skills, and to strengthen our character. Those two are basic and very critical to effective leadership. And our world needs the best quality leadership now more than ever. The shifts are huge, right? The disruptions are massive. We just started this year. They've started already, right? Things are shifting practically every hour now. So that's why we're here, because the season of uncertainty needs leaders, requires direction, right? So I'll tell you straight up, if it's your first time of joining us, our definition of leadership here is not tied to positions. So that's why when you say, oh, it's a leadership program, people expect to see only the high-level leaders from government and maybe also business. And excuse me, the definition for leadership has moved on. Now it is ability to influence one or more people to achieve goals. The key word, the key operating word, influence. Every single human being has it. Every single human being has it. It's just that most people don't develop theirs, right? Because we believe it's only those leaders, the people at the top in government, right? And in other organizations that are the leaders. In our community, everyone is a leader. Everyone is a leader here. So we discuss how to build our influence ability and how to deploy our influence ability in our families, organizations, communities, and nations, right? Good. So thank you once again. Good to see you, Dixon from Benin City, Opelua from Lagos. Good to see everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, Lubumi says Shift 2026 was beyond enlightening. Grateful for the opportunity to have volunteered. Thank you too for volunteering. Fantastic. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Simpson Emmanuel, for reposting. Since we said leadership is the ability to influence, we practice the influence here. And the starting point of the influence is for you to share the link to this event. Yes, share the link, repost, right? Share the link, repost, retweet, whatever. Okay, let me find, because we're streaming live on all the platforms. Yes, I can see, right? See it on Exo. I will like and repost, just so that people can connect live into this event. Please drag someone in here. You never know where each person is going to be 5 years from now. You absolutely have no idea. 10 years from now, 20 years from now. And one of the things people are least prepared for in our world right now is leadership. Especially if you are in the global south, in the developing, where you have most of the developing part of the world. Most people that assume leadership position have not attended leadership training. Okay. And where they have, most people around them have not. So this could be the greatest gift you would give someone, just to bring them into this room, right? Send this to someone right now. Share the link with someone right now, and let's get started. All right. Okay, Ifes says, wow, I finally caught this. Good to have you here. Emmanuel, Lagos, fantastic. So if you just let us know the city and country that you are attending from, we really like it, because this is always a global event, okay? Always. Thank you, Darlington from Port Harcourt, Nigeria. Thank you, thank you. Wise man Daniel. What? Oh, you're attending from South Sudan. We pray for peace over South Sudan, right? Thank you for joining. Okay, Onyekachi says the conference was amazing. Thank you, thank you. Oh, if says I came from Warri, amazing. Thank you, thank you. Pastor Tim Baker, I say big amen to your prayer from Chicago. Thank you so much. Lucia from Oregu, and that makes you our neighbor in Lagos, Nigeria. Oh, thank you, thank you. Ibile Claudius, how did my day go? It's been exciting so far. Thank you. Oh, Lauren says, I'm still feeling the momentum from the Shift conference. Thank you. It was powerful, right? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Prince. Oh, Paul says, I'm so blessed to be alive in the same generation with you. Thank you. Same with me. Same with me. We're the best generation of leaders so far, right? Oh, and he says, it's my first time. Thank you. Amazing. I pray it's worth your while. Thank you, Timilehi. Good to see you again from Kent in the UK. Fantastic. Michael in Benin City. Fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. F.O. Dada. Hello, Dr. Sam. You have been and still continue to inspire me, and I look forward to attending one of your conferences on leadership soon. We will be happy to have you at one of our conferences. Thank you. Oyebola says, I was at the Shift Conference 2026 live. It was mind-blowing. Thank you, sir. Whoa, I'm happy to hear that. When your mind expands, your life shifts. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Promise says, I have become a good leader from your teaching. That's the greatest compliment. That transformation is going on. Fantastic. Colin says, it's my first time here. You are very, very specially welcome. Tumi joining us from Botswana. Good to see you again, Tumi. Simpson is in Wales. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Awesome leader. Thank you, Francis. Favor from Benin City, Nigeria. And Clement from Bayelsa in Nigeria. Good to see you. Elijah is in South Africa. Thank you. James says, I have been a listener of him since I was in secondary school 21 years ago. That makes me happy. Thank you. Wow, we've been together for a long time, right? Emmanuel from Kaduna State. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, everyone who's done a repost, or retweet. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Ian Layefa. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Kende from Ekiti, thank you. All right, Ekiti, Nigeria. Oluwatobi Joseph from Kwara State. How was the Shift conference? It was amazing. It was several shifts from the Shift conference of last year. Thank you. It was amazing. Awesome feedback too so far. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining us today. So the way we structure it for those of us coming for the first time is I'm going to say some things for some 20 minutes or so, 20-25 minutes, and then I'm going to take questions, which you will post in the chat room, right? Whatever platform you're on, and I'm able to see the chats from here, and I'll answer as many questions as I can before we go to bed. I'm aware it's late for some of us already where we are. Good to see you, Paul from Germany, Philip from Nigeria, Mrs. Funshaw from Oxford, UK. Thank you so much. Kunle says Shift 2026 was a mind-blowing conference. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Ekodada says I'm attending from Kampala, Uganda. Isn't that amazing? Thank you. Monday is joining us from Kano State, Nigeria. Elijah from South Africa. Oyebola from Port Harcourt, Nigeria. Philip from Ibadan, Nigeria. Fantastic. Oh, Yinlaye joining us from Lagos. Oh, amazing. Collins from Ilori, Nigeria. Okay. Momaji. Good evening, sir. I live in the UK and I've been following you for some months now. How can I register for the academic program? Do I need to come to Nigeria to attend? Well, I guess you're talking about the Daystar Leadership Academy. Daystar Leadership Academy, that's the leadership school that I founded 24 years ago. Last week was the anniversary, 24th anniversary of the takeoff of the Daystar Leadership Academy. And we've had over 55,000 people graduate from our programs, powerful management and leadership programs at low cost, because I spotted a challenge. I spotted the challenge in Africa. I saw that we're beating the Pareto principle. 20% of the people control 80% of the resources. Oh no, I saw that in Africa, the elite class is actually very narrow. I don't have any data on that, but maybe 3% instead of the 20%. So I decided to expand that top level, right? Because with leaders that have conscience and have skills. Because what you find out in most countries that are not developed is the fact that it's a few people that are in the elite class and they use political power to channel economic resources to benefit themselves, and most other people are impoverished. That's the idea behind the creation of the leadership school. Anyway, dlaonline.org, dlaonline.org. That's the website. Good for you. We have our major programs are sliced in a way that will make it convenient for everybody. When we started, we would run the basic certificate program for 3 straight weeks, and it was only physical, only on-site. So now we've broken the program into 4 modules. Okay, we've broken the program into 4 modules. Module 1 will hold only 2 days, and it's hybrid, Monday 23rd and Tuesday 24th of this month, right? That's exactly 2 weeks from now, right? Yes, exactly 2 weeks from now, the program will be hybrid. We'll be starting dlaonline.org, okay? Thank you for asking. Thank you, Reverend Kwabina, for joining us from Accra, Ghana. Adeyemi is joining us from South Africa. Namesake Jeremiah from Ghana. Monday from Kano State. Monday says, I came from Kano State for the conference, for the SHIFT conference. Wow. Thank you. Amazing. Yes. Samuel from Warri, thank you for joining us. Adebayo from Malaysia. Juliet from Lagos, Nigeria. Hakuna Matata from Kwara State. Adewale from Akure. Felix from Lagos. Sunday from Spain. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Thank you. I used to know someone by this name a long time ago, over 30 years ago. So not sure if you're the one. Amalola from Lagos, Nigeria. Kaode from Ibadan. Aliyu from Jos. Raphael from Igado, or from Nigeria. Pastor Remy from Germany, presently in Singapore for a conference. Good to see you online, Pastor Remy. Amazing gentleman. Yes, we have PM Wansa, P Wansa. joining us from Kent in England. Thank you for joining us. Ngari, Pastor Ekwa Church, Ikorodu, Lagos. Thank you for joining us. John from Ibadan. Oh, my sister Janet Parker, thank you for joining us from Indiana. Amazing. Joseph is in Lagos, maybe in Lagos. Olawale in the UK, David in the UK, Felicia in Abuja. Fantastic. Yes, Monday says I got clarity plus alignment from action. That's a powerful combination to get from a conference. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Woko, for joining us from Bonny Island, Nigeria. Kunle from Ogun State. We'll be starting our discussion in just a few minutes, just a couple of minutes. Oh, Elijah says, my life shall never be the same from this blessed platform. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's fantastic. Okay, Olawore from OAU. That's the university. Thank you, Paul from Kano. Oh, Paul is joining us from Jani. Fantastic. Aniola in Lagos. Fantastic. Well, thank you for the compliments. Thank you for being a consistent picture of what true leadership looks like. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tolu from Kaduna, thank you. Ife says, for Shift 2026, I came in on a founder's ticket. For the 2027 conference, I will be attending on the VIP ticket. I will meet you, shake your hand, and have a personal engagement with you and other speakers. Isn't that amazing? Ife is declaring this boldly. I like it. The vision is clear, sharp. So I'm agreeing with you, right? That it will be so. What you expect is what you attract. Emeka is in Sangwater, IGPK in Oyo State, BC in Texas. Thank you. Ola in Abuja. Oluwadamilare in Ogun State. Pascal is in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. Isaiah is in Benin City. Eric in Abuja. Damilola in Mina. Fantastic. Dixon in Bayelsa. It's your first time. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. Ngozi in Anambra. Simeon in Lekki. Oh, says Shift 2026 was a total shift for me. Fantastic. Thank you. I'm happy to hear that. JK in Ikorodu. Boniface, always great joining in from Nairobi. Fantastic. Thank you. Adedoye is in Lagos. Oluwafunilayo in Kano. Oh, Lawale is an alumni of DLA. Fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you, DLA alumni. Nora is in Cameroon. Fantastic. 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 Thank you. Thank you, Adewale. Thank you, Pastor Silas from Ghana. Eze is in Port Harcourt. Remy in Ikorodu, Liz in Lagos, Juliana in the UK, Dari, Nova Scotia, Canada. Good to see you, Dari. Good to see you. You know, Caro in Lagos, Dotu in Nigeria, Yomide in Lagos, Godwin in Jos, Caleb in Edinburgh, Olumayowa in Los Angeles, LA. Wow. Samuel in Akwa Ibom, Adetomiwa in Lagos, Oluwase in Abeokuta. Bridget is in Milton Keynes, England. Good to see you. Emmanuel in Kogi State, Nigeria. Olugbenga Wealth, it's good to see you, right? Good to see you. Samuel Moses in Lagos. Sam 7, Kumasi, Ghana. Good to see you again. Michael in Ondo State. Charles in Calabar. Fantastic. Okay, now. John says, today is my birthday. I am 37. Happy birthday from all of us on this platform. Happy birthday. All right, guys. I have something that I believe is useful for all of us, right? And I better get into it. Right, I better get into it. So thank you so much for everyone who attended the Shift conference. Big thank you to you. whether you attended only the general session or you were part of the founders and you were at the meet and greet, or you were in the VIP session. It was an amazing experience we had together. Mr. John Olajide's story made impact. Because most of us know him as a businessman from Dallas, Texas. Even though he's Nigerian American, we didn't know he had such a powerful Nigerian story until he was engaged in a fireside chat. And he said, "Oh, you guys are assuming I started business in the US. I did not start business in the US." He said, "I was born in Ajegunle, Lagos. If you're in Lagos, you know Ajegunle is not a highbrow area, right?" And he said the most education his parents had was elementary school, primary 6. So he said he actually started doing business in Lagos when he used to help his parents to count money because they were traders. And then when he was 11 or 12, he would buy turkey during Christmas. He would mark the price up and sell turkey in the neighborhood. Isn't that amazing? And today his businesses are worth multi-billions in dollars. It was amazing, really inspiring. Dr. Sam Adeyemi was explosive, right? She spoke on personal toolkit for effectiveness in leadership. She took it all from start to finish. The tempo was powerful, highly engaging, and very, very helpful. And I spoke on shifting values because I found out you just can't change a person's behavior until you change the person's values. And I wanted participants to go home with the ability to shift values on a mass scale, from the family to the organization to the nation wholesale, right? It was exciting. It was exciting. So thank you, everyone. And thank you again, especially to those who volunteered. Very special thank you. We're looking forward to 2027. We have elections running early in the year, January, February in Nigeria. And so we'll release the date as soon as we're sure the elections are fixed, right? We'll release the date and we can begin to register for Shift 2027, which will be exciting, right? Oh, by the way, some of you may have been aware also that towards the end of last year, I made an announcement about a higher level work that our team is getting into, and we call it the Sam Adeyemi Mastermind. And I just want to work with a small number of leaders now, right? When I did my doctoral program in leadership, the Doctor of Strategic Leadership, it was so I would be able to help leaders. On the side of my job, that is pastoring, I like to pray for leaders. That's what the Bible says I should do as a person of faith, right? I pray for leaders, right? And yes, I can counsel them. However, in the job of leadership, I found out leadership is a science and an art. And it's either you know it or you don't know it, okay? It's a skill. And I decided to pursue it right up to the PhD level, right? So that I can practically help leaders to lead and to lead well. So I decided to create this platform so that I can personally attend to the leaders on the platform. And I just wanted to say a big thank you to all those that applied, all those that expressed interest, right? Over 1,500 people, and the many that were able to make it through, because it's highly exclusive, right? So people had to apply. We did loads and loads and loads of interviews. And last week, we launched the program. We started out, and from the get-go, It's really, really powerful, right? So I just wanted to say a big thank you to those who are in on the program. All right. What do I want to talk about today? Leveraging disruptions to lead. Leveraging disruptions to lead, because the disruptions have begun already. Massive disruptions this year. Let's not talk about AI. This year alone, the big shifts that have been made in the area of artificial intelligence. How about the war, right? How about the war between the US and Israel on one side and Iran on the other side? That is peeling over to practically all the countries in the Middle Eastern region, and it's shaking global economies right now. The price for crude oil shot over $100 per barrel, right? So massive disruptions going on. So we're having economic shifts, we're having technology changes, and there are that's almost making us to forget that there's a war still going on between Russia and Ukraine, right? And you have pockets of crisis here and there around the world. The good news is this: the time of disruption is the time strategic leaders advance the most. And I want you in that category. Okay? So the leaders that advance during disruption tend to do a few things intentionally. And I just want to mention a few of them, right? A few of them. We have limited time today, but just to sensitize you to the fact that this is a season of great opportunity. Great. Do you still want to pull someone into this session right now? Right? Because if you focus only on what you hear on the news, it's terrifying. It's bad. So this is the kind of a season where people are paralyzed, right? And people are afraid. Leaders don't play the game like that. We don't see things the way other people see them, right? Where people see problems, we see opportunities, right? Good. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Ibrahim from Georgia. Wow. Yewande from New Jersey. Thank you. Francis, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Francis says, we keep learning from you, sir. I always believe true change in our continent shall come through good leadership. Me too. Thank you for embarking on this journey and for loving our generation. Always connecting from Morocco. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Francis. Shobo from Lagos. John from Lagos. Eric from Lagos. Vincent is in Aurora, Colorado. Duke is in Delta State. Gloria is in Brazil. Jeremiah is in Abeokuta. Pastor Chris in Port Harcourt. Caleb in Abia. Blessing in Enugu. Jeremiah, Nigeria. Bankole in Lagos. Fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Charles in Lagos. Abraham in the UK. Edna in Kenya. Fantastic. 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 Thank you. When I'm ready to take the questions, I'll let you guys know, okay? I'll let you know for now. Just thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ivy from Jaws, it's your first time. Good to see you. Okay. Good to see you. Damola in Lagos, Sonny in Joburg, South Africa, Olayemi in Lagos, Edna is in Kenya, Eldoret in Kenya. Fantastic. Wow, so many people. Shalom is in Bayelsa. Umar is in Pakistan. Thank you, right, for joining us all the way, from all the way. Amazing. Okay, let's go. Reframe the disruption. That's step one. Remember, one of the most important qualities of a leader is vision. Ability to see, right? That's vision. Here in our community, we define vision as the ability to see people, places, and things, not just the way they are, but the way they could be. That's a very powerful statement if you take time to reflect on it. Vision is the ability to see people, places, things, not just the way they are. That's what separates you as a leader. In other words, you don't only use your physical eyes. Ability to see people, places, and things, not just the way they are, but the way they could be. That's your inner eyes, imagination, your inner eyes. So this is what we're saying. The same situations that impoverish some are the situations that enrich others. Same circumstances. The difference between them, what they see and how they see. So some see situations as problems. Others see situations as opportunities. That's why I'm asking you to reframe the disruption that is happening as an opportunity. It may be a disruption going on in your organization. It may be in your city. It may be in your nation. It may be global. It may be in the area of technology or the economy. It may even be an environmental disaster. Sorry to the people in Kenya who are affected by the flood. How do you frame the disruption? How do you frame the challenge? Some call it problem, others call it opportunity. Okay. Once you see the rapid changes going on in an environment as a problem, you know what you want to do? You want to defend your current position. They want to carry out changes in your organization. You want to defend your current position. Changes that are going on in your country, you want to play safe. That's the normal human response, but that's not the response of the leader. Look for what is new. Look for new problems. Look for new opportunities in the disruption. Right? Where is the organization suddenly now vulnerable? Right? Where are people now suddenly vulnerable? Right? What are the potential problems? Could have to do with transportation, could have to do with water. Okay. It could have to do with supply of gas or petrol. It could have to be supply of food. Where are the new vulnerabilities in the environment? Right? If there's going to be mass unemployment, people are going to be sacked en masse. What are the new opportunities there? A lot of people are usually not prepared. So, entrepreneurial training or some training in some skills, right? Good. Oh, AI is going to cause people to lose a lot of jobs. Well, there are new jobs being created. AI-related jobs. We had a session like that at Calgary in Canada, and we were running this scenario planning session. And we were looking for the opportunities in the AI disruption. And somebody said, there's a new profession. Now, it's called prompt engineering, because the quality of output that you get from AI depends on the quality of the question that you ask it or the quality of the prompt that you give it. So they actually call the profession prompt engineering. I say, wow, I did engineering. I did civil engineering, constructing roads, bridges, and buildings. This one is prompt engineering. Come on. What capability will leadership need 6 to 12 months down the line? Can you sense the changes that are coming? What will be required? What are the new skills or capabilities that are required of leaders down the line? Those are the questions you ask to help you spot the opportunities, because you want to reframe this disruption. Disruptions usually create leadership vacuums. I promise you that. Human nature craves stability, especially when we're experiencing comfort. When we're suffering, when we're in pain, we don't crave stability. We run. We want change fast. But once we become comfortable, oh my God, something in your brain just dulls your senses and makes you to adapt to the present. Excuse me. When disruptions happen, a lot of executives lose their jobs. Okay, when disruptions happen, a lot of executives lose their jobs. What leadership vacuums would be created? You may be mid-level or senior level leader. Can you sense the changes that are coming ahead? Can you equip yourself and prepare yourself to lead within the context of what's coming ahead? Can you read the books now? Can you attend some courses now that will prepare you for that disruption that is coming? Yeah. Okay. So when disruption happens, when changes happen like that, your current job description won't matter anymore. It is the problems that you can solve within the disruption that will determine your status. Okay? Good. Good. Thank you again, everyone, for joining. Sorry, I'm unable to call everybody's name, but thank you for joining. And I'm going to give us the opportunity to ask questions soon, okay? But I hope this is helpful so far. Number 2, I'm preparing you for the changes that are coming ahead. This is how I live. This is how I operate. I sense what is coming ahead. I prepare for it, right? So while it is taking others down, I ride it, right? Like a wave. You don't drown in it. You surf it, right? That's when you learn to surf. That leadership surfing is what I'm teaching today. All right. Run towards the problems others avoid. Run towards the problems others avoid. Okay, so what does that suggest to you? Don't go with the crowd. It doesn't work like that. People that succeed extraordinarily run in the opposite direction to the crowd. It's in the stock market, the way the stock market works. Warren Buffett said that's how he made his money in the stock market. When everyone is running into the market, he moves out. Okay. Everyone usually runs when the prices of shares are going up. Then people rush to buy. He already bought a long time ago when the price was low. Now that the price is rising, he sells. And he says, when everybody's running out, he runs back in. And everybody runs out when the prices are crashing. So out of fear, most people dump their shares, sell. And because the price is now gone low, that's when he buys. Yeah. This current war is creating inflation. It's going to create inflation, right? Things seem stable now, but you see that? The oil prices that are going up, they affect everything. They lift everything up from transportation to food prices and so on. So the inflation is coming. As the inflation comes, if you know how to pray, just pray, right? So the war doesn't should we say stay for an extended time, run for an extended time, because what will happen is as the inflation goes up, businesses will then start cutting jobs and all that. Things will be difficult for a lot of people. When they cut jobs, people lose jobs, they won't be able to afford some of the things they were affording before, so people will start selling, right? That's when they sell their shares, that's when they sell their houses, that's when the smart people, that's when they buy. Like during the recession of 2008, 2009, some of us made some investments during that time because people were literally foreclosing their houses because they couldn't pay their mortgages in some parts of the world, right? And all of that. So I'm saying, well, run towards the problems other people are avoiding. With the war that's going on now, right? Between the US and Israel on one side and Iran on the other side, do you know that there are business people that have been running towards those three countries? Well, the countries that are fighting, there are things they must buy. Oh, by the way, today, just earlier today on TV, I saw how something that Ukraine has been producing to solve its own problems, there's now high demand for it in the Middle East. I think they call them drone busters or so. Yeah, the Ukrainians invested something that they shoot into the sky that goes to explode drones there before they get to them. And now the Middle Eastern countries are rushing the product. That's what I said, that disruptions create new demands, create new opportunities. So while, and this is what makes you a leader, right? That you see differently. What people call problems, you see as opportunities. Look for the opportunity in the problem and run towards it. Yeah, career acceleration happens when you take ownership of problems in seasons of disruptions. Okay? Okay, let me warn you though. Disruptions create messy and ambiguous problems. They create messy problems. Run towards the mess. That is where the money is. That is where your promotion is. And the way it happens globally and in nations is the way it's happening even within your organization. Right? Yeah, don't join everybody to talk about the problems and to lament and see the whole glass half empty. Look for the fullness in the glass. Okay? I think I've had just one more point. I don't want to keep us till late. Okay. Oh, I can see Dr. Niyi from Sydney, Australia. Wow. Look, everyone, Dr. Nike, my dear wife, and I are going to be in Australia, Sydney, and Melbourne in June, last week of June, 2026, this year, okay? So please just go on Instagram and type Dr. Niyi Borire, Niyi. Borire is Borire. And you will find the link. Register right away. Grab your seat if you're in Australia, or you can find your way there. Okay? Good. So my third point for today, and I won't be able to go beyond that because I want you guys to ask questions. See, even when you're a leader, you are either an operational leader or a strategic leader. The operational ones can lead their teams to success during normal conditions. The strategic ones are the ones that can lead their teams to success both in stable and unstable situations. And you've got to be a strategic leader. And the data says it's only 13% of leaders that are strategic. The remaining 87% are operational. If you're a part of our community, you've got to be strategic. Opportunities are going to open up in our nations. I'm telling you, opportunities are going to open up in our nations, and I want you to be ready. Okay? Become a sense maker. That's my third point. Become a sense maker. Good to see you. Ives from Benin Republic and Mercy from Delta. Good to see you. Okay? Oh my God. Elvis says, please do more of these sessions. Thank you. Okay. Read Studios, you're giving us a proverb in Yoruba language. It's in the mouth of the lion that you find the money. I like that. I like that. Okay, so this is my third point. Become a sense maker, right? In seasons of disruptions, people become confused. Things become confusing, right? And people find it very difficult to make decisions. In that kind of a scenario, people value leaders who can interpret reality clearly. The last 2 2.5 years or so, each time, almost every single time that I've been in Nigeria, I've been on TV. I've been on TV stations, I've attended interviews, trying to help people to make sense of what's going on, especially from a leadership perspective, right? Be that leader, right, who identifies patterns that others miss. Be that leader that helps people to see the possibilities in the midst of chaos, right? Be that leader that helps people to identify patterns. I remember, I'll give you an example. I remember when the COVID scenario just started in 2020, I went online researching. Has this happened before? Oh, they said the last time was 1914 to 1918. Oh my God, 100 years ago. So I started researching about that one, just so that I could make sense of this one. Because this world is cyclical. Life is cyclical, right? And it's amazing. It's amazing how much I read. It doused my anxiety. Nothing strange. And specifically, I then found this article on Nigeria and how the British government at that time, the colonial government, managed the Spanish flu in Nigeria. It's amazing. I found one particular article by a history professor, and he dug into the archives of the British government. He named the ships that brought people. Remember, COVID-19 spread, the virus spread through air travel. Then air travel wasn't as prominent, so it was through the sea. The ships that brought the first set of people that had the Spanish flu to Lagos, Nigeria, what they did, how they were quarantined, how the virus traveled to the north of the country, because some of those people went on the train, right? The names of those ships and so on, how they shut down schools, shut down markets, shut down churches. It was just, wow. It was very confusing because most of us had not seen anything like that before. Most of us are alive. Only few people alive now were alive in 1914. But for the fact that I could recognize that pattern, and I went on the media, I was in an interview and I said it, and oh my God, it just made so much sense to people. Be the leader that does that, okay? Be the leader who explains the situation better than others. You will naturally gain influence. I hope this is helpful, right? I hope this is helpful. Okay. So, if you want to know a little bit more about the work that we do, samadeyemi.com is the website, samadeyemi.com. You may want me to come speak at your at the conference for your organization. You may want a consulting outfit to come help your organization. We specialize in cracking culture, right? That's why I was talking about shifting values at the Shift conference, changing people's mindset. In fact, that's why shifts, right? 6 steps to transform your mindset and elevate your leadership. This book, right? Wherever you are in the world, this book is on Amazon, this book is on Barnes & Noble, this book is on the website of the major bookshop where you are, Australia, Singapore, Hong Kong, wherever, right? in the US, Walmart, Target, Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Canada, it's there, okay? Why did I write the book? Most transformation efforts fail. Most transformation efforts fail. Starting from personal transformation, most people will be frozen. With these massive changes going on now, most people will be frozen in place and change will overtake them, sadly, right? Some people read books, they're unable to translate it to change personally, right? I cracked the code and put it here, and this is the framework. What you see and hear continuously over time will enter your heart and change your life. So the S is for seeing, the H is for hearing, the I is for insight. When you reflect on what you see and hear on information, you get insight. Then you make decisions. I call that formulate. You take action, you get transformation, and then you achieve success, and you can repeat that over and over and over and over again. Okay, if you're in Nigeria, it's available at Roving Heights Bookshop. So on Instagram, just get at Roving Heights or at Family First Bookshop. At Family First Bookshop. All right. There's an exercise that I conduct for organizations, that we conduct for organizations at Sam Adeyemi GLC, our global leadership consulting outfit. We call it scenario planning. Okay. And then we also do the CEO decision clinic, where we can help top leadership to identify critical decisions they've been delaying in making or finding it difficult to make, help them to gain clarity, make the decision, and they can move things forward. Okay. Anyway, so if you want to find out if we can be of help to your organization, or you want to invite me to speak, info@samadeyemiglc.com. Just shoot us an email. We'll start the conversation from there. Info @samadeyemiglc.com. It's on the screen. Please post your questions in the chat room right now. Okay. Let's take a few of them and go to bed. That's if it's bedtime at your end. Oh, thank you. Onyekachi says, I've gotten mine. He's gotten his own copy of the book. Good to see you. Adish Ifadekemi from the UK, good to see you. Simpson says, resonating with the third point, during disruptions, people find it difficult to make solutions. As a leader, Joseph in the Bible was able to find solutions to national problems from prison. That's it, right? That's it. Where can we get the book? On Instagram? If you are in Nigeria, at Roving Heights. Roving is ROVING. Heights is HEIGHTS. At Roving Heights. You should just shoot them a DM and ask them, they deliver anywhere in Nigeria. Okay? Yep. They deliver anywhere in Nigeria. Oh, I want to be a great mentor and build nations. That is where I am now. Okay. In our community, we are raising leaders that shape the destinies of organizations and nations. Nation building, that's where we're going now. That's where we are now, actually. Okay. Okay, so Lawrence is asking, what role does humility play in sense making when the patterns are still emerging and incomplete? So the first thing is you've got to be very careful with knowledge, right? You've got to be very careful when you have unique insights, right? Because nobody knows everything, right? Nobody knows everything. So knowledge always has to be tempered with humility. Always has to be tempered with humility. You are only a part of the whole, right? And when you share, the amazing thing is sometimes you may get the diagnosis and it's somebody else that will provide a solution, right? Other people also have something to add. So knowledge always has to be tempered with humility, that we're all wired differently. So the fact that, for example, I went online, I began to research what happened in 1914. That's in line with my own talent. That's in line with my gift, right? And we call talent gift because you can't manufacture them. A gift is a gift. So the fact that you see things differently from others does not mean you're superior to them. That thing that makes you to see life, see circumstances, see people differently is actually usually a talent or gift. That requires humility because you did not give it to yourself, right? Good. What about in the UK? Oh, you find shifts in Whitestone. That's one of the biggest bookshops in the UK. And it's also on Amazon.uk, and they'll deliver it to your doorstep, right? Yep. It's on Amazon.uk. Thank you. Thank you, Larry. Yes. Does Lagos Business School have an online MBA program? I don't know. I'm not a part of the school at all, but you can check that easily on their website. Thank you. Change causes a lot of resistance as you are moving people into unknown spaces. What would be your first recommendation to leaders navigating change within organizations? This is a brilliant question. So now you attended this live program, or you read a book, or you attended the Shift conference, and now you go back to your organization or to your team and you want to begin to change things. If you're not careful, they'll drive you away, right? People desire progress, but to have progress, there must be change. People don't like change. Human nature craves stability, craves certainty. That makes the job of a leader complex. Where do you start from? Have a clear vision of the change you want to see. Someone says leadership is taking people from point A to point B. Be clear about where that point B is. That's why I challenge those that are leading at the national level. There has to be a national vision. The least you can desire for your country, especially for those in the developing part of the world, is economic development. And economic development is not difficult to define. There are pictures that define it. The pictures of Dubai and New York and Amsterdam, right, and London. So you got to have a clear vision. That's very important. And the second thing is that you must communicate that vision. Describe it. Describe what the new would look like. That's how you get people on your side, right? That's how you get people willing to say, let's go. I don't have the time to explain about that communication. It's a skill. First, saying it only once will achieve nothing. People don't get it once. Remember, it's still abstract. Some people that are gifted for that, like me, can construct the idea you are describing in their minds. A lot of people can't until they see a demonstration of it, a drawing or a model. So pay attention to the communication, right? And please just know that you're not going to get people to agree with you, to agree to go with you on the change until you show them how the change will benefit them, how to pay them. That's the hook. Find it, okay? Then you got to have in the communication, I'm only going to stay with those 2 points. It's several points, but we're dealing with resistance here. Know the members of your team very well. Know the ones that have the greatest influence. Communicate the vision with them privately before you get to the group meeting, okay? Listen to whatever resistance they have, whatever objections they have, whatever barriers they have in their minds. Help them to get over those barriers. By the time you get to talking to the whole team, let it be that maybe 1/3 or half of the team is already on your side. Is that okay? How does one join the community? Or presently, you just need to follow me on social media, on any of the platforms, and watch out. We will always put out the announcement. If you participate in any of our programs, that puts you on our mailing list, and we also send information to our mailing list. But usually we will always announce on all the platforms. And these usually run on Mondays, okay? Not all Mondays, some Mondays, once or twice a month. What a question. I discover when I'm face to face with problems, that is when I make use of my brain. So why is it like that? Oh, what a beautiful question. See, we human beings are like tea bags. When you put the tea bag in cold water, what happens? Nothing comes out of it. When you put it in hot water, that's when, right, the flavor, whatever it is that is there, that's when it diffuses and goes into the water. That's how human nature is. It is when it is challenged, right, that the best comes out of it. When you know that, you don't run away from problems. You run towards them, right? And remember, that is what makes you a leader, right? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, maybe I can take one or two more. One or two more. What does it take as an organization from A to B for in different contexts and instances without hitting a wall or going back to A? Okay, so this is important. Since you say it's an organization, then it means there's more than one person there. Listen to everybody. Okay, listen to everybody. Listen to everyone. Know the people within the organization. Know the people outside the organization, because the organization should be serving some people. You have to know them. You have to know their needs. And sometimes their needs change, right? Especially when disruption is going on. So you've got to pay close attention to the people you are serving, and then pay close attention to the people within the organization. You have to leverage the collective wisdom, collective time, collective efforts of everyone to create those shifts that you want, moving from point A to point B. Listen to everyone, then create that vision. Define point B clearly, and please repeat it every day. Repeat it. People have a tendency to go in different directions. People have the tendency to go in different directions. You need to so repeat the vision, repeat the mission, repeat the values, core values that govern behavior in the organization. You need to repeat them until they're almost coming out of everybody's nostrils. Because what you want is for them to be so inside people that people use them as filter to make their decisions. Very important. Very, very important. Communicate that B has to be clear to everybody, and how to get there, and the kind of qualities or behaviors that will get us there, right? And then make sure what you reward and what you punish support those standards that you have set. That's summary of a whole seminar. How do we draw the line between seizing opportunities and taking advantage of a situation to make personal gain? Well, if I hear you correctly, there's nothing wrong in making gain, right? There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong in it. That's what it's all about. It's about you spotting opportunities and cashing in on the opportunities. That's how you make progress. If you're in business, if you're an entrepreneur, that's how you make the money. That's how you make the profit. You don't make the profit by being average, selling what everybody else is selling at the price that everybody is selling it. The progress is slow that way. It's linear. If you want exponential progress, this is how it comes. You see what others are not seeing. You move ahead of others. You cash in. You make the most out of it. The only place where you can have problems is if you are going to cheat, if you're going to lie, right? If you're going to do something dishonest, that's where the problem is. Okay? But taking advantage of opportunities for individuals, for organizations, that is where the big breaks are in this life. Don't be shy to do it. Okay? If you don't, somebody else will. Just make sure that whatever you are doing is ethical, right? That there's integrity. Good. Okay. I'll take one more and let us go. I'll take one more. What practical ways can one take to become a strategic leader? Okay. When you're a strategic leader, you are aware of strengths. You are aware of weaknesses. You leverage strengths, opportunities that allow you to make small input and to get big results. That's what proves that you are being strategic. That you know what your weaknesses are as an individual, you know where your strengths are, you avoid places where you can fail, you don't put your effort there. Those places where you get undue advantage, you see what others don't see, you put in average effort, you get bigger results than other people, you leverage that as an individual. When you lead a team or organization, then it's the same thing. So for an organization, the experts say that we should carry out some exercises like the SWOT exercise, SWOT. The S is for strength, the W is for weaknesses, the O is for opportunities, the T is for threats. Sit down with your team, right? Ask, what are our strengths? What are the things we do extraordinarily well? In fact, if you can find the thing that your organization does in a unique way, you have a unique framework or hack or formula, right, that you apply and you get unusual results. That's a strength. You need to identify them. W, the weaknesses. Places where other organizations are strong, but you are not necessarily strong there. You need to identify them, right? It's not a crime. The opportunities, okay? So, who are the people that need what we have, right? You look for the opportunities. Where do you find a large number of such people or organizations? The T, the threats. What are the things that can disrupt our plans completely, right? Changes in technology, competition, right? Changes in government policy or whatever. You identify them so that you can find a way to either avoid them or prepare a plan that will help you to avoid trouble when it lands. So you will find out the strengths and weaknesses focus inward on the organization. The opportunities and threats focus outward. So you've got to be aware of the internal environment of your organization, also aware of the external environment, right? And find those sweet spots where you put in small effort or investment, you get big results. That is how you learn to be strategic, okay? Run personality tests for yourself online. I usually recommend 16personalities.com. That's 16personalities.com. So I'm so aware of, they call the group that I fall into the architect or the mastermind, right? So I'm so aware of the strengths, I'm aware of the weaknesses, but the strengths, I must take them to extraordinary levels. That's what makes you strategic, right? And it's not good for you to identify what makes you special, what makes you unique, and for you to now hide it, right? Like Jesus Christ said, nobody lights a candle and hides it under a basket. You need visibility. You need to leverage disruptions to make big jumps in your life, whether as an individual leader or for your organization. You need visibility. If you don't advertise, if you don't go on the media, you know the beautiful thing today, the media has been democratized. This thing, right, this computer and social media and so on and the internet, they've democratized power. When I went on radio 31 years ago, teaching success principles, there was no alternative. I would travel long distances to go to the studio to record, travel long distances. My assistant from the office would travel a long distance to get to the radio station. All that has changed. You post something, on social media, you click, it goes global instantly. Yeah. They say, the advertising industry says the man that refuses to advertise is like a man that winks at a girl in the dark. Right? You're making eyes at a lady in the dark. It says he knows what he is doing, but she doesn't. So she cannot fall in love. The world can't respond to you if it doesn't know you, who you are. Not to talk of what you are doing or what you have to offer, right? That's not all, but I hope that is enough to help you, right? If you want to be able to lead, given the big shift coming on in our world right now, you got to grab your copy of this book, Shift: 6 Steps to Transform Your Mindset and Elevate Your Leadership. There, I talk about how you can create shifts as an individual, for your family, for your team and organization, and for whole nations, for a whole nation. And if you want us to come advise you as a high-level leader into how you can actually do it, we'll be more than willing. info@samadeyemiglc.com is the email. Thank you, everyone, for being with us this evening. It's been an exciting time. I'd like to know, though, has this been helpful? If it has been, can you type a Y, letter Y for yes, letter Y for yes. If I see 5 Ys, then I'll know this has been helpful to someone, right? In the chat room. I got 1, I got 2, I got 3, I got 4, I got, oh my God, now. I'm getting loads and loads and loads of them. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So it's been great seeing you, and I wish you an amazing week. Give it your best shot. Whatever the dreams are, whatever the ideas you have, nothing will take the place of action. Nothing. Take courageous action, right? Nothing will take the place of you picking that phone and making that phone call this week. Ask. The worst you will hear is no, you will not die, right? Ask. If you failed before, this is the week to try again. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a beautiful evening, a beautiful day, or a beautiful morning, and see you again next time. Bye for now.
When we all live here, we want a scenario where we are able to shift things on a mass scale. A big thank you to Mr. Olajide for sharing and pouring out his heart today. Please, let's appreciate him. Dr. Nike is a born communicator. Amazing, amazing delivery. Thank you. There's an emotional dimension to change, right? Value shifts threaten identity. Thank you for listening to me, and thank you for attending the Shift Conference 2026.